Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Now Simmons. Driving in. Count it.
And this is Simmons at his best. When this kid is attacking the rim, he is tough to contain.
That's tipped. And stolen by Simmons. Outside Irving. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Anaheim. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
The first one falls. And so Wall nails both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Duncan with it. He's picked up by Wall. Pass to Irving. Here's Duncan. Carries it from three-point range.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Here's Wall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Simmons. Wall with the steal. And Wagner has it in the corner. Back to Wall. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Here's Holmgren. Over Wembanyama. Holmgren with a nice move.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Now here's Simmons. On the wing, Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Duncan's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. He always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
From about 19 feet. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Anaheim. Trailing by 2. Back to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Simmons. Tim Duncan with the rebound. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Holmgren. It's sent back down by Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Anaheim making a switch here. Here's Holmgren. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And those long strides allow Holmgren to get to the rim with only 1 or 2 dribbles.
Now here's Simmons. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Wade. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith in the posts. And slammed in by Smith.
A gifted aerial artist. Smith loves getting to the hoop.
Timeout called, Anaheim. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Wade. Outside Curry. Pass to Wagner. 4 seconds left. Over Giannis. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Miami leads by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, yes, sir. PG making it look easy.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Wade. Down low. And finished off by Wagner.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Giannis. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Anaheim, trailing by 2.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Back to Roy. Pass to Duncan. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Outside for George. Now Beasley. He's defended by Wagner. Back to George. And stolen by Malone. Fast break Anaheim. And it's Wagner missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kept alive. Back to Beasley. From deep three-point land. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Beasley's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami. Malone with it. Beasley covering. Duncan outside. Here's Roy. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from George. It's Beasley on the wing. There's the double team with Roy. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. Anaheim making a switch here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The shot by George, wide open. And again, Miami with the triple.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Wade feeling it out a bit. To the paint. They need this. And it's Wade with the jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Here's Wade. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Malone at the elbow. Here's Duncan. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And it's Beasley in the corner. It's Beasley on the wing. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Miami.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. They get it again. And here's Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And we've reached halftime in this one. Miami ahead, leading by 8. And will return shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Timeout called, Anaheim.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Anaheim trails by 8. Roy with it. Stolen by Duncan. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to
He's such an incredible defender. Duncan, so clever, and coming up there with the steal to ignite the break.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Wall.
You got to be kidding.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Smith wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Roy with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Holmgren. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
In transition, here comes Miami. Got that bucket in no time at all. Smith's got 5 now.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Miami leading by 9. Smith outside. The kick out to Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. He has 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And Wall. Here we go now. And Wall slams it home.
This is what we call keeping our foot on the gas pedal. John Wall understands he's cooking, and he's being aggressive.
On the wing, Irving. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wall. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Pass to Wembanyama. Irving double team. Now here's Duncan. Pocket 6. Simmons with it. Defended now by Wagner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 8 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Pass to Wall. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Wagner outside. Back to Holmgren. All with it. And stolen by Simmons. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Duncan with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. The 3 from Simmons. Anaheim grabs the miss. Left side, Wall. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. 6 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Just 3 on the clock. And it's Miami with another. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get you back to the action. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Timeout called, Anaheim. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Wade. Duncan inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
An all-around talent. Wade is outstanding at involving his guys.
Beasley with a clean look. Sinks the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Wade outside. Outside, Malone. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And it's Beasley in the corner. Knocks it loose. Going by Roy. And they're on the break. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. And Wade sends it back.
Well, you love to see Dwayne Wade intense on the defensive end. What a terrific shot blocker at his position.
Reeves outside. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game. And it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Shoots from the high post. And Anaheim tacks on two more.
And whether it's for himself or others, D-Wade is constantly making things happen.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Miami leading by 11. Shoots it up. They grab their own miss. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Clock is at 3. And Banyama, that's for 2. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Duncan. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
And here's Simmons for 3. Stolen by Duncan.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Roy. Duncan misses. The three from Simmons. Knocks down the three ball. And Miami leads by 12.
And this is a shot Simmons has to make on a consistent basis. Encouraging to see him willing and making that one.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. In this game, we'll see Albuquerque against Anaheim. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Inside, here's Turner.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Here's Wall. Outside for Roy. Takes a three. They get it again. Pass to Duncan. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Here's Davis. Misses in close. And Wagner's got the ball here for Anaheim. Now Wall. The fadeaway. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
No, you got to honor Wall from there, showing how effective he can be from that spot on the floor.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Wall. Turner with the steal. And stolen by Wagner. Back to Wall. Out to Duncan. There's the pick. And he...
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Man, Roy's getting flocked.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Right side, Davis. Back to Wall. Takes the three. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Wall's got 6.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
That's Miles with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
John Wall, such a smart, disruptive defender.
Turner for 3. Rebound by John Wall. Anaheim trails by 5. There's the drive. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Holmgren with the steal. Malone outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
And the wide open shot from Miles. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. The 3 from Davis. Wall with some nice D. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. 6-point game. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, make no mistake about it. John Wall's a point guard first, but he shows you right there, I can work without it and be ready to rise and fire.
Ooh, Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Albuquerque leads by 5. And back with... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The offensive rebound. Here's Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Ball. Takes it inside. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Reeves. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Miles, that's good.
Boy, get used to this. LaMelo Ball, another assist. This guy's got a chance to be one of the all-time great passers.
Reeves in the corner. Shoots over Ball. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. And I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Good on both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Albuquerque leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Ball. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Back to Wade. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Ware. And again, it's Albuquerque.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
For 3, Covington. Good on the three-point shot. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is the prototypical 3-and-D man, Robert Covington from deep. Yes, sir.
The kick out to Wall. Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Reeves. Screen by Giannis. 5 on the clock. Off target from the baseline.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Albuquerque leading by 5. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And Wagner has it in the corner. And Tatum pulls it down. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Anaheim trails by 6. Good, nice job down low. Odom's got his first basket.
And what energy from Odom, just outworking the defense right there.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And that one's good. Duncan's got 6.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Albuquerque out in front, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Anaheim, trailing by 4. Wagner on the wing. It doesn't go for him. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Poke loose. Here's Roy. All with it. He's picked up by Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Outside, Wall. Pass to Turner. The kick out to Wall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And now a 9-point Albuquerque lead. And here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Ball no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From the arc. Cans it from downtown. Ball's got the lead up to 10 now for Albuquerque.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Anaheim trails by 10. And Wagner drives in.
Well, you can see the fluidity on the drive by Franz Wagner. This guy very capable of putting it on the deck.
Here's Fall. Kicks it out to Covington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Right side, Wall. Wagner outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Okay, Mr. Wagner, that's a tremendous up fake. Gets the defender off his feet. The savviness, it's nice.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Albuquerque leading by 7. Here's Fall. Banked in off the glass.
pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Back to Roy. Here he goes. It's good.
Yeah, the NBA is a league of the best athletes in the world. But Brandon Roy, this guy is the elite of the elite.
And Davis, here we go. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Holmgren. Scoreless thus far. Here's Roy. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
It's Covington on the wing. .51 seconds left in the third quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Duncan outside. Anaheim making a switch here. .40 seconds left in the third. Here's Wade. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And turning up the intensity. Wade sees the defender closing in and takes his motion right into him.
And both free throws good for Wade. .32 seconds left in the third. Albuquerque leading by 7. Davis gets a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And again, Albuquerque with the triple. And so it's Albuquerque with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Albuquerque leading by 14. And here's Wall. To the middle. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Back to Wade. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And here's Tatum for three. Offensive rebound. Outside ball. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And that's collected by Malone. Anaheim trails by 13. Lob pass to Duncan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And here's Giannis from outside. Anaheim grabs the miss. Malone with it. While guarded by Tatum. And it's Malone missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Tatum from three.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We've got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
Back to Odom. And he makes good on the layup.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And here's Wall outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Anaheim trails by 15. And the shot goes down.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Wall looking for an opening. The kick out to Tatum. Down low. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Hits the three-point bomb.
This is what we call keeping our foot on the gas pedal. John Wall understands he's cooking, and he's being aggressive.
That one falls.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Hits it from three-point range.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Turner. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Turner looking around. Pass to Wall. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Stolen by Tatum. Launches it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here's Anaheim. And that one's good, Wagner.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
And so here's Albuquerque. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the triple. Shot's good by Turner.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Wagner. Good work defensively by Turner. Ball from deep three-point territory. Offline. And so Albuquerque takes the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the win.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wagner. Here's Wall. And he drives in.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Screen by Duncan. Outside to Weber. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And while the arc isn't a focus of Weber's game, he is more than able to knock those down when given a chance.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Anaheim shooting their first.
Hey, man. Hey, you the first one to come on your mic. You sure you want to talk to me?
And the first one at the
Hey, you sure you want to talk to me? All right.
Like about Holmgren,
man, we doing whatever you want to do. How about that?
Get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the defense.
Yeah, it's a competition. How about that? You the first one to come on their mic. I played like 3 games already.
It's always nice to see a big fella being
I like that. I like that.
And make teams pay from the line.
Man, staying down. Man, yeah, press pause, man. You ain't want to talk to me.
Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on, D. Come on, T.
6 on the shot clock. And taken away by
Outlet. Lame ass boys.
Here's Holmgren.
And one ref call that shit.
Off the break.
You better, man. Come on, man. I don't even like to talk, man. You ain't talking no more. You ain't even talking no more.
Here's Robinson.
Man, come on. Put that weak shit up here, man. I'm on that. They say they don't play man defense. Get that shit out of here. They say they don't play man. They say, hey. Give me that. Yeah, let me go. Hey, see me cut? Nah, I got it. Don't worry about it. Let me get that right back.
Now Holmgren.
Hey! You a little boy. You ain't even talking no more. They don't talk. They don't like that.
At any time.
Inside, Robinson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Hey, run the thing that we did yesterday, cut.
Right there, guys. Now here's Wall. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Wall.
Don't know nothing about that.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2.
Man, I like that though.
More comfortable around the rim than beyond the arc. Wall is a different type of guard.
Duncan left side. There's the triple.
Give me that rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Weber gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him.
Slow ass.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, right. What you got for me?
So it's Houston with it after the basket by Anaheim.
Yeah, right. What you got for me? You better pass that ball, Shea.
Man,
come on.
Love the show of force there. from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Hey.
Here's Holmgren.
Hey. Come on, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Nothing. What you got, bro? It's my ball. 5-4. Come on, 5-4.
Alexander. Robinson left side.
Come on, 5-4. Like, what are we doing? What are you doing? We ain't like that. That shit out of here.
The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Robinson's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was...
Man, you funny, bro. Now guess what? Turning my mic off.
That literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll be back with you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Here's our test. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Poked away. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And finished off by Wagner.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Smith. After the basket by Anaheim on the other end. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. And Wade sends it back.
Shot clock violation.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Malone. Eaton grabs the miss. Doncic with it. Wade picks him up. On the wing, Doncic. Nothing on the board. And the shot goes in.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Here's Roy driving inside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Smith. .141 left to play in the first half. And a wide open look for Porter. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Porter's got 5 now.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Here's Eaton. Here's Doncic. Wade with the block. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Pass to Artest. Back to Thompson. From the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahman will blow right by you.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys
Hey, Red.
scoring so far.
Hey, Red, keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. You know how we came out here. You know how we came out here. Hey, keep that same energy.
Is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Here's Wall, and Thompson sends it back. They recover it. They get it again. Outside for Roy. Fires for three.
I laugh at you,
It's
idiot.
from long range. Roy's got it all tied up now for Anaheim.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
Houston making a switch here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Robinson. Out to Duncan. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Anaheim on top, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Houston with it, trailing by 2. Duncan drawing the double team. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wall, no luck. Here's Weber, and Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Duncan with the bucket.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Houston making a switch here. And so he hits both. Timeout called, Anaheim. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Anaheim. Duncan outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now here's Roy after the miss from Tim Duncan.
Man, Roy can fly.
Here's Doncic. hasn't made one yet. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Eaton's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Holmgren. This is the fallback J. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Wall looking for an opening. Picks it out to Malone. Here's Holmgren. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Holmgren's got 8.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Pass to Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. And Houston leads by 5. Here's Holmgren. Goes up again. Malone right side. Now Roy. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Here's Malone. Here's Wagner. Missed it, even after all those chances. And now the fast break. Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Excellent at dishing the rod. Luka with the nice feed.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Deflects the pass. Fast break Anaheim. Holmgren can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball. Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Pass to Artest. And so Houston again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Pass to Roy. Duncan with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray.
And love the rise and fire approach from Wade, giving the D no time to react.
Grabber outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And Houston leads by 8.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Wade, good.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
Duncan drawing the double team. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Timeout called, Anaheim. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Roy. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Thompson inside the line, and it's Houston with another.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do. And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Duncan outside. Back to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Anaheim on the other end. On the wing, Duncan hits it from three-point range. And Houston leads by 8.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Pass to Holmgren. Robinson with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Duncan. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Weber. And Holmgren pulls it down. Here's Anaheim. And then Roy with the jam.
Oh, my. Showing up when it matters. Brandon Roy, no stranger to the big moment.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Man, this guy's a make-believe.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You got me fucked up. You ass. Shut up, bro. Shut up. You're not nobody. Shut up. I laugh at you. I got one timeout to talk. Now let me talk my shit. You bum ass boy. You come on the mic and come and talk at the end. You a whole ass boy. You don't know nothing about this shit. You think you know about this shit? You don't know nothing about this shit. You's a lame, bro. You's a lame, bro. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise. Talk to me like that. Talk to me like that. You's a hoe. Remember I told you that. Malik, I laugh at you, boy. That name's sweet to me. I put that in my pocket. I put that name in my pocket. You's a mark, blood. You's a mark on that. Yeah, shit, you got me fucked up, blood. I laugh at you, blood. You come on the mic right at the end to prove something to you. To prove something to you. I ain't never been mad. I ain't never been mad. I laugh at you, bruh. I laugh at you. I laugh at you, bro. I laugh at you. I laugh at you, bro. I laugh at you. I laugh at you, bro. Talk to me like that. I like that. And you ain't never. And you would never. And you would never. And you would never. And you would never see what's going on, bruh. You was a mark, little boy. Trying to talk about old ass nigga. Talk about I'm an old ass nigga. You hear the tone. You hear the tone. Big dog. And I'ma show you, boy. I'ma show you. They know they gotta put you against me. They know that. Boy talked and came on the mic. Boys, you sweet as hell. Boys. I swear you boys are sweet, man. Them boys are sweet, man. That's my first time, man. That's my first time, man. That's my first time. That's gonna be the last time you hear my voice, probably. Not for a bit. I'm about to black out. Ain't that what? Come on, man. Wasting my time speaking to these guys, bro. What are they talking about? Boy came on the mic saying, oh, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that kind of defense and all that. Psst, mad what? You mad because I was clamping your ass up? It's up, man. I don't know why would he even come on this mic to talk in the tournament. Ain't nobody talking, but I'll talk. Playing with me, bro. Playing with me with them sweet cards. I was really looking for the, you know what I want to look, you know what I want to see. You guys funny me. It was funny me. I ain't never heard somebody come in a tournament and talk about how you playing defense on me. I laugh at you. I laugh at you. Now, I laugh at you. Honestly. You niggas, and it's you young, but some of you guys it's these young YNs. That's what be getting me. I be laughing at these young YNs. You guys are you little YNs. Like, you guys think, how dare you? How dare you? Literally. Don't worry though. Where I put that dark matter? It's hilarious. Got me out of character. That boy really came on his mic. He paused the game and then came on his mic again. He paused the game like 2 times. How much time pausing the game in a tournament? I don't mind. I don't mind, but dang, bro. Then you want to talk? You want to talk? You want to say something? I don't know. I don't know what, bro. That is hilarious.